This screen shows the Viking report on the right hand side using a Microsoft Word program, and on the left hand side we have the MUNIX calculator. Let's see how the information is transferred manually from the Viking report into the spreadsheet. The areas where we need to input the data are highlighted. Let's start with the CMAP. We have the latency, amplitude, duration, mean rectified voltage and RMS voltage. These 5 data I have already written in the spreadsheet. What I would suggest that you make this a write protected file so that you don't overwrite any of the formulae built into the spreadsheet. Just copy the numbers into the appropriate places. Once again, I emphasize that this is not actually the peak-to-peak amplitude. This is the baseline to peak amplitude of the CMAP. And using these data, the system has automatically calculated the area and power of the negative peak. Let's scroll into the report. And here are 2 runs of the surface EMG interference pattern. The mean rectified voltage and the RMS voltage. These values are written for the first 5 rows in this portion. And here is the data from the second run, which is seen over here. So you will need to manually transpose these 5 numbers for the CMAP and these 20 numbers for the surface EMG interference pattern. A little tedious, but I think it can be done quite easily in less than a minute or 2. We don't need the report anymore. Let's just look at the spreadsheet. As soon as we put all of this data in, the plot of the ideal case motor unit count, or the ICMUC, versus the SIP area is updated. Here are the data points, here is the regression line. And the parameters of the regression line are shown over here. So now we have the last step, which is to transfer these parameters into the spreadsheet. The cap A is the first number, 511.47. So I will type it in over here manually, 511.47. And then the value of alpha is the exponent over here. Don't forget the negative sign. So minus 0.776. Notice that the spreadsheet or the calculator has calculated MUNIX and MUSIX. Now keep in mind that this MUNIX value is abnormal over here. This MUSIX value is high. That's because I did not spend time in maximizing amplitude, and plus I have recorded some epochs with tremor. We should not do that. In any event, here is the process. Start the study and record the CMAP using the standard motor nerve conduction program. Go to the next exam, record the CMAP again. This is done by using the MMP program, which will also give us the mean rectified voltage and the RMS voltage. Then go to the next exam, record the surface EMG interference pattern. We are going to analyze a 500 millisecond epoch, and you will have 5 epochs ranging from slight effort to maximum. Push the next exam button and repeat the surface EMG interference pattern recording. Then go to the report and manually transfer the values of the CMAP and also the measurements of the surface EMG interference pattern into this calculator. This will automatically update this plot. Look at the value of the cap A parameter and the alpha parameter in the regression equation. As soon as you put in these numbers, you will have MUNIX and MUSIX.